It's called AGNI V and it's India's most potent nuclear weapon ever. AGNI V has a range of over 5,000 kilometers, which is why it is called an intercontinental ballistic missile. The 17-meter missile travels at 24 times the speed of sound and has the capability to hit even the northernmost outpost of China. Over the years, you have probably heard or read this one statement multiple times. AGNI V test fired successfully. 7 times actually, given that it has been tested 7 times in the last 9 years. And then the 8th successful test was on Wednesday, that is 27th of October 2021. Firstly, it was the first user launch by the armed forces. It is, after all, for them that India's first intercontinental ballistic missile has been made. Think of it as a formal induction into India's arsenal. Since AGNI is a nuclear-capable missile, it is in the hands of the Tri-Services Strategic Force Command. Anything and everything nuclear is in the custody of the SFC, which is the Strategic Forces Command. The second reason why Wednesday's launch was important, well, it was the first time that it was launched at night, which means AGNI V can be comfortably operated anytime it is required to, day or night. And thirdly, as AGNI V zipped across 5,000 kilometers with a 1.5-ton warhead, hitting its target with clinical precision in 15 minutes and then dropping off to the Bay of Bengal, it sent a not-so-subtle message to China, with whom the standoff at the LAC has now continued for almost 18 months. What was the message? Simple. With a range of 5,000 kilometers, we have the capability to hit even the northernmost part of your country. We will not use it first, that is our stated nuclear policy, but if provoked, you know what we can do, so don't take panga with us. AGNI V is an intercontinental ballistic missile, and as the name suggests, it is part of the larger AGNI family. AGNI I has a 700-kilometer range and is road mobile. AGNI II comes with a 2,000-kilometer range. It is rail mobile. AGNI III, again rail mobile, and AGNI IV road mobile have strike distances of 2,500 kilometers to 3,500 kilometers. AGNI V is officially 5,000 kilometers and road mobile. But most missile watchers say that its actual strike range is anywhere between 7,500 to 8,500 kilometers. Then, of course, there is the next-gen AGNI Prime that is under development at the DRDO. It has a range of 1,000 to 2,000 kilometers, is more user-friendly and way more accurate and mobile. It can again be test-fired from trains or mobile launchers and will ultimately replace AGNI I and AGNI II. The AGNI V is operationally better than the earlier AGNI variants because it is a canister-launched missile to ensure lesser maintenance as well as swifter transportation and firing. It has a high survivability rating because of its mobility and the fact that it is easier to hide from the prying eye of the enemy. The AGNI missiles are part of India's nuclear triad with capacity and capability to deliver nuclear weapons from land, from air through fighters like the Rafale and the Mirages, and from sea through ballistic missile submarines like INS Arihant. Right now, all AGNI missiles can carry only one warhead. But DRDO is working on something called Multiple Independently Targetable Re-Entry Vehicles, or MIRVs. If you cut out the jargon, what that basically means is a single missile carrying 4 to 6 nuclear warheads, each programmed to hit a separate target. But the MIRVs will take at least another 2 years before it can enter the testing stage. The star in China's missile arsenal is the Dongfeng 41 with a range of 12,000 to 15,000 kilometers, which means it can hit any Indian city. But there is something far more dangerous on its way. China recently surprised and concerned the world testing its hypersonic missiles. A report in the Financial Times has said that the Chinese military launched a rocket-carrying hypersonic glide vehicle that flew through low-orbit space, circling the globe before cruising towards its target, which, just by the way, it missed by about 24 miles. Of course, China denied the reports and said it had merely launched a reusable space vehicle. Hypersonic missiles are designed to travel at such high speeds that they can fly great distances and move quickly through heavily defended airspace to attack targets before they can be successfully shot down. China, Russia and America are all developing hypersonic weapon programs. Russia claims to have successfully tested a missile in 2016. China's first test was way back in 2014. The US is focusing on conventional hypersonic weapons that are based on ships, land and air platforms. The hypersonic missile has added jet fuel to the nuclear arms race that has been on for a while. According to the Stockholm International Peace Institute, Russia has the largest nuclear stockpile, 6,255. The US is second on the list with 5,550. China is the third with 350 nuclear heads. France has 299. The UK has 255. Pakistan has 165 and India has 156.